Now, it's a well-known saying, to know how to do something well is to enjoy it, and that's something our guest today knows all too well.
Yeah, Nirmal Sethia is the founder of Newby Teas. It's an international business born from his passion for tea, which began at the tender age of 14. Well, Nirmal is here in the studio with us, but before we speak to him, here's everything you need to know about the industry.
Well, tradition has it that the first cup of tea was brewed more than 5,000 years ago when dried leaves landed in a boiling cup of water served to a Chinese emperor.
Yeah, from China, that idea of tea as a drink, well, that spread throughout the world, and today it's produced in 35 different countries.
Next to water, tea is the world's most popular drink, with more than 3 billion cups consumed every day.
Well, and despite the arrival of fancy coffees, frappuccinos, cappuccinos and all that lot, worldwide consumption of tea, that's actually grown. It's up by 60% between 1993 and 2010.
Well, Nirmal Sethia is founder of Newby Teas, and as you can see, is with us now with some extremely beautiful teapots as well. Let's talk about those to start with, because I would imagine our viewers are intrigued. Tell us about these teapots.
This is my private collection, which I have donated to my foundation, Nirmal Sethia Foundation. I lost my wife in 2010, and I wanted to do something because she's the one who pushed me back into tea from my early times. And today, the Nirmal Sethia Foundation has nearly 1,700 pieces of teapots and tea accessories from all over the world.
Including, was it Napoleon's teapot you mentioned?
Well, it's Louis XVIII, we have Lord Nelson's teapot, we have a teapot given by Sir Winston Churchill to his daughter, we have the tea sets of the Louis XVI, I think, that recently we acquired. So
it's quite a collection then.
It is supposedly the biggest and the finest collection in the world.
And you've talked about needing to do this or keeping these because it's about preserving tea culture. And we talked there about the arrival of tea in China, and it was very much a luxury thing, a niche thing, and now it's mass market appeal. Your business concentrates very much on still the joy of tea as a product, not that mass market cuppa in a tea bag that many people will know and love.
20th century practically destroyed the tea culture, or it was on the verge of total destruction. The tea started with Shen Yun, 2737 BC, and came to Europe in late 14th century. It used to be the fine teas for the emperors and the royal families, but late 17th, 18th century made it for the aristocracy, so the quality from the finest came down to fine. And then 19th century it came to good tea, but 20th century, with the invention of tea bags, everything could be concealed.
You grew up in London as a very young man, worked as an apprentice in a tea business. You were a tea taster.
My first profession.
And you were just talking to me earlier about how in the early 1960s, the tea trade in the UK changed significantly.
Correct. Because before, in early 60s, there used to be tea auctions at the Plantation House in London. And people from all over the world, they used to come, and they used to buy tea in London auctions. But then it stopped.
And just very quickly, what makes your tea distinctive? There are many upmarket tea brands out there. You have a lot of competition. Why would I opt for a Newby tea as opposed to one of your competitors?
In 2005, I decided to create a facility to try and preserve the character of the tea. Tea is always known for its character. Tea is never known for its appearance or the packaging, what you pack it in. And the pollution that exists and the type of packing deterioration which has taken place globally, the quality of tea gets tarnished, it gets affected. Tea, the biggest enemy of tea is heat, pollution, and humidity. Tea comes from the plantations all the way to Europe. It takes maybe between 150 to 400 days. And during that journey, the tea absorbs moisture, and the moisture deteriorates the character of the tea. What we do that we have, in 2005, I created a facility in India where we preserve tea, where we provide different teas with different temperatures, air purification system, dehumidification system, but most importantly, we try and choose the right packaging material to pack our tea correctly.
Really good to see you. I'm sorry time is against us. We could talk a lot more about tea this morning, especially I need a cup of tea. But really nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for being on the programme.